One of those threats that we've seen some of in 2022 and which we anticipate seeing more of in 2023 are intrusions that are conducted by non-organized criminal groups and non-nation state attackers. So think about threat actors that operate out of North America or Europe that are younger, that are conducting intrusion operations, not because they're interested in making money specifically, or because of foreign governments task them to do it, but because they want to be able to brag that they've hacked into very large, very prominent organizations. A trend that we saw in 2022, and we anticipate seeing more of in 2023, are much more aggressive and personalized extortion attacks against victim organizations, such that the company themselves isn't the only target. The threat actors will go after employees of those organizations and potentially family members. This is quite concerning because we've already seen this happen in the past, and it's very alarming to the victims that actively deal with these extortion situations. Unfortunately, many victims feel coerced into paying extortion demands, and so we anticipate this will likely continue until many of these criminals are identified and arrested, which we do hope and anticipate will happen over time. Another trend that we've seen in 2022 and we anticipate seeing more of in the coming years is where threat actors will continue to research and study and read the blogs that other security researchers publish from both an offensive and defensive perspective. And this will enable threat actors to come up with clever ways to break into organizations or perhaps leverage techniques that might have been talked about in a security blog 2 or 3 years ago, but haven't really been used in the wild. We've seen a number of very interesting and very sophisticated intrusions against high-profile targets of the Chinese government and the United States, and we anticipate those intrusions will continue, but the tradecraft will continue to evolve and be conducted in such a way that it'll be hard for investigators to be able to identify and detect, likely for several months before attackers are caught at certain victim environments. As we get close to wrapping up 2022 and start to enter 2023, there's really 2 recommendations that I give to my clients on a very consistent basis. Number 1, I recommend that they continue or increase the frequency and the depth in which they engage red teams against their environments. The second thing we recommend is organizations to conduct executive tabletop exercises so that executive members of an organization, or perhaps even board members of an organization, don't assume that security is solely the responsibility of the security teams or the IT teams.